So, good morning. It's Friday morning Qigong with the lovely, lovely ladies that are here, and nature. It's not raining. We've got the birds singing. So, just starting by just tuning into yourself. Just have your feet shoulder width apart, hands in prayer position, and just take a few deep belly breaths, allowing your breath to be soft and slow and deep and continuous. Pressing your knuckles into the heart space, have your awareness in the heart center, but the breathing is in the belly. This helps us to relax the body with the deep abdominal breathing and calm the parasympathetic nervous system and help the emotions to just be a bit more anchored as well. So just tuning into your intention that you'd like to set yourself for practice today. Having gratitude for showing up, giving yourself some time and space. And then we will bend in the knees, bring the heart down to the earth. We'll do heart to sky, heart to the earth. Inhale, open the arms, the palms, heart up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands back together, round the chest, sink the chest, bring the heart down to the earth. So imagine you're connecting with the earth energy. Inhale, opening up, connecting with the sky energy. Exhale, sinking the chest back down to the earth. Inhale, opening up. The knees are just gently straightening and bending. The spine really loves this. We're sort of bowing at the spine, bowing it forward and then backwards. And breathing deeply and moving the spine is a really nice activity for the mind, the body. Helps switches into the parasympathetic nervous system, which often we are stuck in sympathetic nervous system, which gives us tension in the neck, in the shoulders, can raise blood pressure, disturb our sleep, all kinds of things. So this is just to help switch us. Do another two. Inhale, really opening up, welcoming in the new. Exhaling, releasing all that no longer serves you. Physical tension, thinking, emotional patterns. Center, just take another deep breath. Just notice what your energy's like now after just doing that first activity, first exercise. Breathing deeply into your belly, attention in your heart center. And then we'll just activate the spine, warm us up a little bit, feet a little bit wider, and then knees are soft, and then just turning from the hips and from the waist. And we're just gently knocking against the lower, the belly and the lower back area, the kidney area, Ming Men. Again, just keep your awareness in your belly. Allow your breath to be soft and slow and deep and gentle and continuous. Allow your neck and shoulders to be relaxed, just allowing your head to really turn from one side to the other. And just follow your own breathing pattern. If you can just keep it like this, if you're feeling a little bit more energetic or active, or want to get a bit more energetic, active, you can lunge one side or the other, but just see how you're feeling. If you're just waking up, you might want to just go nice and gentle. So just listen to what your body would like you to do. And slowing it down. And then we'll go into more of a yin movement, which is called water wave. So we're doing, it's like knocking on the door of life, except this time it's a more, relaxed sort of movement, a more yin movement. Imagine that you're just pulling your hand through a body of water. You might be stood in the water. It's just a lovely, lovely temperature. Inhale one way, exhale the other way, or whatever fits your breathing pattern. And like knocking on the door of life, you're just allowing the neck and the shoulders to be soft and relaxed, just turning, looking over your shoulder, pushing away any mental concerns, overthinking, emotional concerns from your heart area. Feeling grounded, feel your feet sinking into the earth. It could be sand, it could be mud, soil. Your feet are really solid and grounded, allowing the rest of your body just to flow. And then just slowing it down, slowing it down. Bringing your hands so that your palms are facing upwards. Imagine that you're holding perhaps a big ball or a big helium balloon. So it's just your arms are soft. You're not having to tense. You just relax. You're just supporting this gentle weight. And then let the helium balloon float up, lifting your hands up, face the lungs. Going to use this to energize the lungs and then up towards the sky, feeling the quality of expansion and air, and then bringing down that air quality, expansion, universal energy. Bring it into your lungs to help charge up the lungs, and then float the hands back down. Palms are facing up towards the sky. So again, that feeling of lightness, drawing up the earth energy. Inhale as you float up. Exhale as you float back down again. And now allow the breathing to be really relaxed. So breathing into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause at the top of your inhale. Breathing out through the nose and pause at the end of your exhale. Imagine bright white light filling up the lungs, cleansing them, clearing them. The lungs are linked with the element of metal, which is the manifest form of air. And it's also linked with the large intestine and the skin. So this helps to support those three systems in the body. Inhale, drawing in what you need. Inspiration, exhale what no longer serves you. But also it's a giving and receiving, because we're giving our breath. The trees and the plants are using the carbon dioxide, and we are receiving oxygen from the air that we breathe, from the plants and nature. One more. Pause at the end of the inhale, exhale. Back down. Just go inside, bring your feet shoulder width apart. Find your center, just rocking forwards, backwards, side to side. Find your center. Allow your knees to be soft, tailbone tucked under, chin tucked in. The shoulder blades come around the back, a little bit like a barrel. So they come round the rib cage and just ever so slightly forward, so the palms are facing one another. Just go inside, notice how your energy is now. Already you might be feeling a little bit of tingling in your palms, warm, buzzing. You might be feeling a little bit more grounded, taller, expanded, lighter. You might see colours, just whatever you notice, just make a record of that, put it into your energy library. Allow your breath to be soft and slow and deep and continuous. And if you've got any areas that are feeling a little bit tense still, just say to them, let go, let go. And just gently opening your eyes. And we're going to go into a flow called TaiChi Shibashi. Most of the moves we do 6 times, and a couple that we do a little bit longer, 12. There are 18 moves. Shibashi means 18, and TaiChi is a flowing form. So I hope you enjoy it. The first move is called opening move. It's like opening the flow that we've done before. So there's a gentle rocking forwards onto the toes, legs straighten, and then the knees are bending and the hips are going back slightly. Just allow the arms to be soft and flowing. Let go of any tension in the neck and shoulder area. Everything should feel really effortless and easy, like you could just do it all day long. Now on the next one, if you still float your hands up, we'll go into the second move, which is called broadening the chest. Inhale, palms face one another. Expand through the palms rather than at the back. And then bring the hands back to shoulder width apart and then just sinking back down again. We do this 6 times. Inhale, float the hands up, palms face. Expand the front of the chest. Bring the hands back together and back down. So as you come up, imagine that you're pulling up earth energy, connecting with the heart energy, back down. Inhale, float up, expand at the front. Exhale, float it back down. If that fits your breathing pattern, keep your breath soft and slow and deep and continuous. It's still breathing deeply into your belly, feeling your connection with the earth as you rise up. Just do that once more. The next one's called Dancing with Rainbows. If you shift your weight onto your left leg and the left arm floats up like the side of a rainbow and the right arm comes up to horizontal, and then you shift the weight to the other side and this arm comes up and the other arm goes down to horizontal. Inhale, bring your arms over. Exhale. So the spine stays straight. You're not sort of bending side to side. You're just shifting the weight from one leg to the other. And then once we get this nice rhythm, allow the movement to flow. So there's no stopping or starting. Feeling energy between your palms. So it's as though you've got a rainbow of energy between your arms. You might imagine colours. And then you're just shifting the weight from side to side. Inhale one direction, exhale the other, or whatever's comfortable for your breathing pattern. Do it once more each side. And then bringing the arms down. Bending the knees. Cross your forearms as you come to the midline. Inhale, bring the arms up. Expanding out and round. Cross your arms the opposite way now. Inhale, floating the hands up. Exhaling, floating the hands down. This is called separating the clouds. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in and out through your nose if possible. Keep your shoulders relaxed. You're not hunching up the shoulders. You're just sort of stretching through the back, the arms. Nice and soft and slow. Keep the breathing deep and soft and slow. And then on this next one, as you float the hands down, just float them down halfway. If you can take your left hand backwards, keep the other hand in front. Turn to look at that arm. And then bring the back arm forward. Spiral the front arm forward. So both palms are up. And then bring the back arm forward. Imagine that you're pushing energy out through the forearm. Turn the front arm forward. Back hand goes behind you. So you're sort of stretching, holding the universe with both hands. And then rolling this arm forward. It's called turning the waist and rolling the arms. Inhale as you open. Exhale. So there's a bending and a straightening at the knees slightly. And this action of sort of pushing one forearm or one hand down the forearm of the other, the heart protector meridian and the heart meridians are on this side of the forearm. So it's just sort of imagining that we're just releasing any negative emotions from the heart, helping to calm the heart, calm the emotions. We'll just do that once more. Often these ones that we do in the midline are a bit more challenging for the brain. They definitely are for my brain. And then just floating both hands down. This one's a bit easier. It's called rowing a boat across the lake. Inhale, float your hands up. Exhale, float the hands down. So you can imagine that your arms are like oars. The knees are just bending and straightening, feeling grounded. Separate the arms quite quickly. And the reasoning for that is so that we're not kind of bringing the shoulder blades together at the back. We're opening, everything's opening as though somebody's pulling on your fingertips. And again, it's like the air is just helping to lift up the hands. One more. Rowing a boat across the lake. Relax the hands down. Take your left palm, push off your left leg. Imagine you've got a ball or a sun, a little mini sun in your palm. And we're going to spiral, reach up to the side and then back down. Palm faces backwards. Spiral this arm so the palm's facing forward. Push off the back leg, straighten that leg, spiral up through the waist, and then coming back gently back down. Inhale, spiral up. Exhale, down. Inhale, spiral up. This is meant to lift the mood. If you're feeling a little bit, maybe a bit cheesed off, imagine a beautiful golden ball of sunlight in your palm. We'll just do it once more so that we've done an even amount on both sides. Lovely. Now we're going from the sun to the moon. Imagine that you're holding a great big full moon. This is called carrying the moon. If you can, it's a similar movement. So we're spiraling through the waist. Keep your hips forward. There's no twisting. Inhale, bring that big full moon up, 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 up until the lower hand is sort of opposite your armpit. Bring the moon back down. Spiral up, keep the hips forward. So you're just straightening, spiraling up through the waist. Inhale, one direction, and exhale, the other direction. You're just really enjoying the fullness of that full moon between your hands. Bringing the hands back down again. Have both hands next to your weight to like a loose fist. So inhale and then push one hand forward and one hand back, comes back. Inhale and push. So we're slightly turning this time the head and the body to the side as a diagonal movement. Inhale as the hands come towards the body. Exhale as you push away, because this is a bit more of a martial movement. Imagine energy coming out through the palms. Even though it's a slow movement, it's more of a powerful sort of quality to it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do it once more, each side. Then if you bring the top hand so it's facing the heart, and then the lower hand is facing the belly, and then you literally just turn to the side. And then when you get to the side, swap your hands around. So the bottom hand floats up, faces the heart, lower hand faces the belly. Turn the waist, swap the hands around, turn the waist. This is very much like a movement that we do. This one's called playing with clouds, and we've got another exercise that a movement that we've been doing, which is called something else to do with clouds. But with that one, there's a bit of a weight shift. With this one, there isn't a weight shift, and both hands are facing the body. So imagine that your body is like a strong, powerful mountain, and then the hands are just like clouds, just moving at the top of the mountain. You could imagine them being like the emotions, just floating in and floating out, but the mountain is undisturbed, unfettered by any of it. It's just solid and stable. observing and witnessing. Often these movements are a little bit more challenging, anything that crosses the midline, as I said earlier. So just be patient with yourself if you find it really difficult. Take a while. Lovely. And then if you can all turn to face your left, the back leg is on about a 40-degree angle, and the right leg is, facing, sorry, your left leg is facing in a diagonal. So for this next movement, it's a rocking forwards and backwards motion. It's a bit more for the legs. It's called scooping water from the sea. And it's the same movement that we did for separating or parting the clouds. So you inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, lean forward. You can bend the knee as much as is necessary. And then you cross the arms. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bring them back down again. Cross them the other way. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, floating down. So rocking forwards and backwards. Bring your arms down halfway to waist height. This next one's called playing with waves. So lots of playing with this form. And breathe in, lift up the toes. I know you can't see on the screen, but lift the toes of the front leg. And then imagine that you're pushing waves, lift up the heel of the back leg as you take the weight onto the front leg. Inhale, lift up the toes. Exhale. So with this move, it's done 12 times. Inhale as you bring the energy back. Little loose fists. And then exhale as you push away. Again, it's more of a powerful movement. It's similar. It could be described as like pushing a car. I suppose pushing the ocean would be similarly challenging. Inhale, exhale as you come forward. Just really enjoying that sort of rocking, wave-like motion of the legs, the body, and the arms are just sort of being like waves. Now, going to do the same rocking action for the next exercise. It's called spreading the wings. Inhale, float your wings up. Exhale, lift up the back heel. Take the weight onto the front leg. Wings come together. Inhale, float the hands up. Back leg bends a little bit. Exhale. Then we do this movement 12 times. And let the arms be really super relaxed and soft and graceful. Just relax, let go any tension in your shoulders. The spine stays upright, so it's just the movement is just the shifting forwards and backwards on the legs. Now on the next one, we'll make this the last one. Inhale, float the hands up. Exhale, grasp chi in your hands. Bring the energy back to the center, feet shoulder width apart, both loop fists at the side. Inhale, and then punching forwards with your left hand first, so spiraling at the wrist. It's a really slow punch. And then you let go of the hand, and then you bring the arm back in again. Inhale back to the center, exhale, punch with the opposite hand. You're really sort of bringing your mind into each of the body parts as you're moving. Inhale, exhale, so feeling the fist, the wrist, the forearm spiraling, the elbow, shoulder coming forwards, and then a release from the top to the bottom. Inhale, exhale. One more on each side. And the next one's called flying like a goose. So you inhale and float the hands up like we did for spreading the wings. If you can, come up onto your toes and then back down again. But if you can't, don't worry. So if you can come onto your toes, you come onto the toes ever so slightly first, and then let the hands rise, and then let the heels lower, and then bring the body back down again. Go back a little bit so you can see. So it's really good for balance, feeling rooted as you rise up. The next one's called spinning wheels. There's just 3 left. You come forward, and then if you spin to your left first, imagine you've got energy between your hands. You can bend your knees if need be. Breathing in, spiraling up, 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 and going all the way around. Again, the hips stay forward, so you're not twisting in the low back. Stretching up as though someone is pulling your fingers. Really, really big stretch through your waist, through your arms. One more. Breathing in all the way around. And then come back to the bottom and then change directions. Breathing in, up, up, up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Keep your hips facing forwards. Feet are planted and rooted. Inhale, float. And on the third one, just relax back down. And then slowly rolling up through the spine. Bend your knees. Slowly rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. Just allow yourself to be, just check if it, just in case you're a little bit dizzy after doing that one. Take a belly breath. And this next one's called, it's bouncing on the leg. So you lift up one arm and an opposite leg. So it's going to be that action. So you might just want to do that, but we actually bring in a little jump, a little bounce. Bit like one of those puppets. So good for the balance, good for the strength in the legs that you're jumping from. I also think it feels a bit daft. Lovely. And then the final movement, pulling down the heavens. Inhale, float the hands up. Exhale, just let everything settle back down again. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, everything back to the center. 6 times. Inhale as you float up. Exhale as you float back down. And then for women, bring the right hand over the lower abdomen, left hand on the top, opposite way for men. Feet together, go inside. Just sense and feel how your energy body is now, how your physical body is. Perhaps you're more aware of your energy body. Any tingling, lightness, buzzing. Any areas maybe that you're not feeling anything. Could be due to tension above there. Any pain, tension, discomfort. Again, just let go, let go. And then just bringing your hands back into prayer position, just having gratitude for one thing in your body. It could just be your whole body. That gratitude for being here today, for able to do the practice. Gratitude for nature. Building up, breathing in that gratitude and then sending out love. Breathing in gratitude, sending out love. Breathing in gratitude, sending out love. Thank you all for being here today. I look forward to seeing you next week. And I shall just go and have a chat with the lovely ladies that are here. Thanks for joining. Have a lovely weekend and week. Bye.